Welcome, Libra, to Rays of Hope, Rainbow Light, Love, and Healing Tarot. How are you? My name is Hope. We're going to be doing a love reading today, and the reason for this great love reading, I hope, for you, is that Venus has transitioned into Taurus, which is not just a planetary alignment, but it's an integration. It is a moment of a portal opening our heart chakra. It's sacred, and it only started yesterday, so it's only here for the next 48 hours. It's a time for us to, with this open window, to take advantage of rising to higher dimensions of love. Some of us may also stay stuck if we don't use this energy, where we are kind of still in heartache or numbness of love, shadow of love. This is a time to use that energy to heal. Know that it's also a time it's a threshold to have our feelings and desires come up, to shed some light on it, and suppressed feelings as well that come to the surface. This is what's all going to happen with this opening up of the heart chakra, that this energy is definitely integrating into us if you allow it, okay? So it's all about, twin flames reuniting or uniting or dissolving as well. So it's not just a planetary analysis, it's definitely a spiritual awakening to the destiny of love within our hearts and our minds and our souls. So it's all universe is experiencing this as well. So let's get on with your reading, Libra. I'm going to pull an angel number card to be our last card that we will read. I'm not going to read it right now, but it'll be the final message or kind of advice, perhaps even. That's what it's been for many. And we'll read it at the end, okay? So maybe you'll know what these numbers are. There's so many of them. But let's pull one card for you here for Libra, and let's get on with the reading. So we're going to pull some oracles here and see where the phases of love, where is this energy in your love life right now? What are the phases of love? And maybe you're not, maybe it's self-love, maybe you're just looking. Let's see what's going on from the past, present, and near future. Okay, so for Libra, what is it that is going on in the first phase of love here in the heart? Clueless. That's so cute. He looks so sad, right? He looks so silly. He's clueless. But perhaps, perhaps something happened here in this clueless energy where this person doesn't know what they did wrong. Perhaps Libra, there's a ghosting or no communication. Let's keep going on with the oracles and see what else is going on in this energetic connection of clueless. What else could be going on? What happened? All right, what happened that can define this, I don't know, the situation that's influencing this for Libra? It's complicated. So there's some complications here. There's other maybe relationships complicating the situation, perhaps. There's other factors that have not been, mentioned. There's some things that have kept in the shadow, and maybe it's not easy for them to go to the next level. So something is going on here about the connection. What else could be going on? Let's see what the true confessions of this phase that you're in. This is the true confessions of Twin Flame Confession Oracle here that I'm holding. Let's see what they're saying here in this reading for our Libra. Unawakened. Wow. So, doesn't really understand what love is, or what their love is for you, perhaps. So there's definitely clueless information, some complications here. Perhaps there's, maybe there's factors that are involving, work or family. Maybe they're caretaking of children. We don't know. There's a lot of things in people's lives that complicate love. They don't have the energy or the time in their mind and their heart to even give it their all. So maybe someone is clueless here. Maybe it's you about, this person you feel is unawakened to what real love is. And I think there's a lot of confusion here of what two people think one was extremely happy about meeting someone, and the other one was saying, yeah, I like you, but I mean, I don't know what I can do with you. I don't know what's next, you know? And so it keeps someone like, what did I do wrong? You didn't do anything wrong. It's just divine timing needs to happen, I believe, but we'll find out. So what's facing you right now? What energies could be facing you right now, Libra, in this clueless energy here? What is facing you? What energy is facing you? Hierophant. So this is about spiritual love. You really want some tradition here about love, you know, and this is why this thing here is the unawakened, doesn't really, you know, there's love here that they're not understanding about what you want, but it could be because they're busy. You know, they're definitely in a complicated situation in their other parts of their life, but you definitely want this spiritual love, this traditional love. You want, you know, the real thing. And so sometimes, you know, not everybody is ready for that. Whoops. So we have to look at, you know, deeply, you know, not on the surface when people are not responding in the way that you would like them to. All right, Libra? Not everyone can be balanced, you know? So let's see what obstacle or maybe block, what energy is blocking or influencing this kind of situation. The Six of Wands. So what's blocking, you definitely want success in love. You want, you know, high priority love. And it's here, the Hierophant and the Six of Wands is showing that, but it looks like it's definitely a root cause of it not happening, maybe not with you, but with another, you know, that's involved with you. So let's see what the root cause or the subconscious energies that not is being said. Maybe something's not being said. You know, let's see. So we have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands, you know, is a risk taker. You know, they're very sexual, you know, and their sudden arrival sometimes can cause someone to hold back, push back, you know, and perhaps this energy is you, you know, wanting to go further. You're definitely hungry for a relationship that is stable, that is balanced, and that is traditional. And, you know, you probably have this energy that's overwhelming perhaps someone, you know, that is not ready for that. But what did you leave in your past? What was it that, what is the energy from your recent past? I would like to know why all this is coming up here. What was the energy in your recent past? Temperance, patience, harmony, perfect balance. Yes, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for that perfect balance of love. That's you, definitely. And you want that traditional love. You want, you know, you want to feel pride. You want to walk down the street with someone who you feel loves you just the same. You want to invite them and introduce them to your family. And, you know, you really, this person might have come in with a very sudden arrival of feelings towards you. And now they're not here. I don't know. You're clueless as to what happened. Maybe it's very complicated for them. What is in the near future? What is the energy that's in the near future for this situation you're in, or that's influencing the situation for the future? Let's see what this could be for Libra. What could it be for the future, near future? Page of Cups. Well, happy surprises, you know, visitors, a love message. I don't think this is over in any way. I think this person that you're involved with needs time. They have complications in their life, and you feel clueless because it's not the kind of love that, you know, you feel they haven't awakened to the love that you want because they have responsibilities. You know, you have it all here on the table, what you want. You know what you want. You've done the work, it seems. And let's see what your real feelings and thoughts about this are. Are you going to stay? Are you going to walk away? Or Are you going to give up? Let's see. Or are you going to just kind of like float away? The Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is about breaking up with someone. You know, it's about loss, regret, sadness. But from the Five of Cups, you know, sometimes there might have been some conflict as well. But we, you know, we kind of feel maybe that, you know, this person is breaking up with you. This person is in the dark, in the shadow, is not staying in the present with all of your unbelievable light and love here that you put out on the table here. But you're feeling a great loss, you know, that you gave it all that you got, and perhaps this person wasn't ready. What is everyone else saying around you, people who are supporting you, or friends, family, that know about your connection? And what are they feeling and saying about this towards you, for you? They say that you are lovers, that there is an attraction, and it is a twin flame connection. That's what this card is. It's a twin flame connection. That's what it says here. And know that, you know, you are bringing up a lot of energy within this person that for some reason they might have not have been ready for. They came in very lustful, they're very attracted to them, you know, and you in return gave it back. But right now they're kind of feeling, you know, a little complicated. And you're right now sad because you know that this Lover's card it's a twin flame connection, and you feel like you don't want to lose this, you know. But again, it could be a lesson that needs to be looked at, all right? So what are your hopes and fears in this connection? What are your hopes and fears in this connection? What are your hopes and fears in this connection, Libra? What are your hopes and fears? Or maybe only one or the other. Three of Pentacles. Love at work. Love is at work. You know, you want to be with this person. Evidently, you might have met this person at work, and you're going to be seeing them a lot. And you definitely, you know, want to keep it going because you really do love being around them. You work together, and right now you know a lot about each other, and so does the people in the office. They think that you are definitely a twin flame connection. You have something going here that's worth looking at. And what's a possibility or potential that could be coming up in this relationship, in this connection? Three of Pentacles is a nice energy. So your hopes and fears is that it continues, and that, you know, that you do continue at least working side by side, even if it's not in the category of, you know, a deep connection of love. Right now you love each other at work, and so give it time. But what is, you know, some potential here? The Tower, divine intervention. So things will change. That's why I look at this card, because it's divine intervention. So it's unexpected that things will change, because there is a connection here of a twin flame. There is love here at work. It's love in the works, or love at work. And let's see what the whispers of love. I wouldn't give up on this. No, this is something you're going to be involved with, you know. And again, you know, being at work with someone, or, you know, work responsibilities, you know, sometimes you have to kind of, you know, be a little, how can I say this? You have to step away a little, give someone space. You know, you see each other a lot, you're in the same space all the time. You have to give each other room to breathe, you know, to process, you know. Anyway, what is the whispers of love? The angels and the whispers of love want to give you as advice before we close this reading, and with the angel numbers, okay? Honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. So no matter what happens, you know, no matter what happens, always have integrity. Speak your truth. Be honest. You know, if you're clueless, don't nag. You know, don't keep asking questions. Just let the flow go. You know, let it flow and see where it goes. All right, see where love goes. You know, that's the only way that you can. You know, you have to have patience for it as well. Let's see what the angel number is for you. 000. 0. I'll read it. Obstacles, hardships, strength, building character, experiences. There might be some difficulties ahead, but you will push through. You got this. If you have been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favor. This is where the Tower comes in, divine intervention. If you've been suffering or feeling lost, especially, some things may fall apart, but you're building the framework for something much better. Hang in there, Libra. Oh, you got this, all right? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Take care, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye, Libra.